So we have to start out with the rookie offensive tackle, Tyler Guyton. Again, he's going to be a topic that we talk about because this guy had a very impressive first day in pads, getting reps against Micah Parsons and holding his own and then some, winning a lot of these reps. Here's the thing. Tyler Guyton impressed against one of the best pass rushers in football. Okay? I am impressed with the way he handled himself on his first day in pads going up against one of the best pass rushers in football. That is no small feat. That is nothing to look past. Now, I know there's going to be people in the comments saying, oh, you probably think he's going to be an all-pro his rookie season and whatever you guys want to say. No, I am optimistic about the trajectory of this player from what I saw at Oklahoma and the progress that he's already made from his time at Oklahoma to where he is right now. I am optimistic about this guy being a capable starting left tackle his rookie season. Anything else when it comes to him being a Pro Bowler or him being an all-pro player, maybe that's things that we can have a discussion about in his second, third, fourth season. But right now, all I need him to be is a starting left tackle in the NFL. I don't need him to be an all-pro. I would prefer if he was an all-pro. Don't get it twisted. That would be a great outcome here. I just need him to be a starting caliber left tackle. That's all I need from him at the current moment. And do I believe he can be that? Absolutely. I believe day one he can come in and be a starting left tackle, a guy who deserves to be a starting left tackle in this league. And everything else will fall into place, whether it be future All-Pros, whether it be future Pro Bowls. I'm not writing this guy in as a Hall of Famer after this practice, by the way. Okay? I want to see how he handles this early success, right? I want to see how he handles this. Is he going to stay in the lab, realize, hey, I did good, but there's still more work to go? Because let's be real here. When you look at some of those reps, it's not perfect technique from Tyler Guyton. The technique isn't great, but because he's such a purely talented offensive tackle, he's able to make up for deficiencies in his technique. And that's what you saw in some of those clips against Micah Parsons. That is very telling. Look, my thing with Tyler Guyton is I want to see how he deals with speed to power, because I knew he would be very good against speed rushers, because Tyler Guyton's superpower as an offensive lineman are his feet, right? So I had no worries about him going up against quicker, smaller, faster rushers. I want to see how he works against guys that are more speed to power or powerful rushers. How is that anchor going to work against guys like that? And we'll get that. We'll get those answers early here, right? Now, I'm not one of these people that say, hey, let's see how you do against Myles Garrett. Okay, he's going to go up against Myles Garrett week 1, and he probably won't see Myles Garrett again for another 4 years. Okay, this is a guy who plays in a completely different conference. You're not seeing him twice a year. And when you look around the NFC East, Brian Burns is a guy that he has to deal with, but I'm confident that he's going to have success against a pass rusher like that. I don't worry about Brian Burns' power overwhelming Tyler Guyton. When you look around the division, defensive end is not really something that you look at and say, wow, this is a division that's just flat out loaded with these guys. That's not the case. So, those are the guys you're going to be playing against 6 times this upcoming season when it comes to your division opponents. So I like the matchups that he's going to have when it comes to the NFC side of things, right? Now, when it comes to Tyler Guyton, there was a report earlier before training camp that said Chuma Edoga was potentially a guy who could start over Tyler Guyton, that he was a guy that could play the entire season, and Tyler Guyton might not even play the entire season. That's put to bed right now. There's no way you can tell me that Chuma Edoga deserves to be the starting left tackle over Tyler Guyton. Okay? My thing with the Chuma Edoga and Tyler Guyton storyline that was going on was, who is the better player right now? And if it's Chuma Edoga, how much better is Chuma Edoga than Tyler Guyton? And from what we've seen so far in training camp, and it's still very early, we still have to wait to see how this plays out. Tyler Guyton is the better player. Tyler Guyton needs to be the starting left tackle for this football team this upcoming season. And whatever flaws or deficiencies he might have in his game right now, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to work on those deficiencies, work on those flaws, and continue to get better. This is a guy I am completely bought in on. This is a guy that when he got drafted, he rented out an Airbnb to go work with Duke Manyweather. He said he's been working with him every single day. He didn't take a trip. He didn't take a vacation. These are things that he said. I'm bought in on this talent. I'm bought in on this individual because you have to believe in the individual, in the person, before you believe in the player and his talent. And I believe in this gentleman, this young man, as a person. And I think that's going to translate into him being a great football player for this team for years to come. This looks like a guy who could potentially be another home run first round pick at offensive tackle for the Cowboys. It's still early. We have to wait and see how this thing plays out. We have to see how he handles this early success that he's found in training camp here. But these answers will be answered sooner rather than later. But so far, so good for Tyler Guyton.